Good morning, everyone. This is Mrs. Anju Malim from Springfield's Masap Tank, biology teacher for class 9. In our previous video, we have started with the lesson number 3, animal tissue, and also we have seen epithelial tissue in one video and connective tissue in the other video. We were left over with the blood, which is the last type of the connective tissue. So I am going to continue today with the connective tissue, last type, blood. You have observed in this slide, connective tissue is blood, lymph, bone, cartilage, areolar, adipose, ligament, tendon. So we have covered all. The last one is the blood. Now all of you have observed that blood is a red fluid flowing in our body in blood vessels, right? Yes. So blood, it acts as a connective tissue having different components. The chief component of the blood is water. Basically, water is basically present in all cells. So it is also present in blood, which is stored in plasma. Beside water, blood contains several nutrients such as glucose, amino acids, proteins, vitamins, hormones required for the body, and also excretory products such as lactic acid, urea, and salts. So now what we have observed here is blood is a fluid. It's a connective tissue basically made up of water and also several other components. But if we observe the cells present in the blood, what are the cells present in the blood? The constituents of the blood are red blood cells, RBCs, also called as erythrocytes, white blood cells, WBC, also called as leukocytes, platelets responsible for blood clotting, and plasma contains anticoagulant heparin to prevent the blood clotting in blood vessels. Now see, don't get confused. Blood is having everything, so many things. Water, it is having vitamins, glucose, amino acids. But what is the blood composed of? Blood is composed of red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. Now we will see in detail red blood cells. Now you can see from this picture, from this slide, so many things are present in the blood. But when we talk about the white blood, erythrocytes are the red blood cells and leukocytes are the white blood cells. White blood cells are further divided into granulocytes, agranulocytes, which are further divided into neutrophils, eosinophils, basophil, granulocytes, and agranulocytes are divided into lymphocytes and monocytes. I will be dealing in detail. Now, red blood cells, which are also called as erythrocytes, they contain a red color protein called hemoglobin, which helps in the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. That is, when we do respiration, oxygen from outside enter into our body and it is attached to the hemoglobin and reaches the body tissues, and from the body tissues the hemoglobin collects, it becomes the oxyhemoglobin. When it gives away the oxygen and takes up the carbon dioxide from the tissues, it becomes carboxyhemoglobin and it brings back to the lungs and the carbon dioxide is released out. RBCs are produced in the bone marrow and there is no nucleus, they are enucleated. RBCs are enucleated. The second type of cells in the blood are white blood cells. White blood cells, WBCs, are also called as leukocytes. They are again of two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Now they do not have hemoglobin, so they are colorless. When we talk about the granulocytes, we say that they are again of three types, neutrophil, basophil, and eosinophils. These cells attack and destroy the microorganisms that enter the body and they are called as microscopic policemen. That means they help in the defense. They help in defense. Whatever foreign body, whatever microorganisms enter into our body are attacked by the WBCs, are attacked by the granulocytes. In granulocytes we have neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils. And agranulocytes are again of two types. They are lymphocytes and monocytes. Monocytes engulf and destroy the foreign materials and are called as scavengers. Again here they are helping in the defense. Whatever foreign bodies, whether they are harmful, they are microorganisms, bacteria, they are attacked by the WBCs and our body becomes safe. You can view here white blood cells. In addition to red blood cells, white blood cells, we have platelets and plasma. As I told you before, platelets helps in blood clotting. They contain some proteins which helps in the, you will study in higher grades in 10th class about the blood clotting. And plasma, as I told you, contains the anticoagulant heparin in the blood, which prevents the blood from clotting in the blood vessels. Now let us see the blood groups. You must have heard in your family people having different blood groups. Yes. Landsteiner divided the blood into four major groups: A, B, AB and O. Now here some people have blood group A, some have B, some have AB and O, and try to find out what is your blood group. That is one assignment, okay? Now blood group AB, human beings can receive the blood from any other group. They can receive the blood from A, B and O, and they are called as universal recipients. Whereas blood group O, human beings can donate blood to anyone. They can donate blood to O, they can donate blood to A, B and AB. So they are called as universal donors. Now how do you determine the blood group? Determination of blood group. Now actually for this we have one activity which we have to do in the school, where we take a slide and draw three circles with the pen, and we put antisera A, B and AB in three circles. We prick the finger after cleaning it, making it sterile with the alcohol swab, and a drop of blood is poured in each of these three circles. And with the toothpick we mix the blood drop with the antisera. Now if the blood clots, agglutination takes place, then that is the type of the blood. Now for example, if you take A, antisera A and the blood group is also A, then it will coagulate. So coagulation takes place, agglutination we call, then the blood group is A. If the blood group is B and the antisera is also B, then again it agglutinates, coagulation takes place, agglutination, clump formation takes place, and the blood group type is B. And if the antisera is AB and the blood group is also AB, again the clumping takes place. So based on the observation we decide the blood group. Today we have covered what is the composition of blood and also the types of the blood cells, that is the erythrocytes, red blood cells, and the leukocytes, white blood cells, and we have seen the four types of the blood groups. Homework is explain in detail composition of blood and write a short note on blood group. Hope the concept was clear and you all understood it very well. Thanks for watching this video.